Fairview man diagnosed with leukemia is on a mission to save lives by promoting bone marrow registry. Walk it, Ken Weaver, and drive. Carlos Boccia encourage everyone to join the National Marrow Donor Registry, or be the match. Photo, submitted. A cancer diagnosis has led to a new mission in life for one Fairview man. Leukemia is a scary word, said Ken Weaver, who was diagnosed with cancer of the blood cells in December 2016. In his search for healing, Weaver found a new calling to spread awareness of the importance of stem cell donation. If I hadn't had a transplant, I quite frankly would not have made it through the end of this year, shared Weaver, who received a stem cell transplant in June. People don't realize being a stem cell donor is no different than giving a kidney. You are saving somebody's life, Weaver explained. It truly is a life or death situation, according Drive. Carlos Boccia, the director of blood and marrow transplant research at Sarah Cannon Cancer Center in Nashville and Weaver's transplant surgeon. When we decide a patient needs a transplant, it's because there are really no other options, he said. We have patients with a potentially curable disease with a transplant, but we cannot find suitable donors. Weaver's journey began in 2013 when symptoms including shortness of breath and fatigue resulted in a diagnosis of a bone marrow disorder called myelodysplastic syndrome or MDS. Over the next several years, his treatments progressed from oral chemotherapy to infusion chemotherapy, with the MDS eventually evolving into leukemia. His last option was a stem cell transplant. Doctors first look at the patient's siblings as a potential donor. Weaver and his sister were a match. The chance of identifying a sibling match is 20 to 30% across the board, so the next place we look is the National Marrow Donor Registry, or be the match. Drive. Boccia said. Getting on the registry only requires completing a questionnaire and a cheek swab. So why are more people not on the registry? That's the question we kept asking, said Weaver's wife, Kathy. There are walks, fundraisers, and campaigns about other diseases, but not this. Besides a general lack of knowledge, Drive. Boccia says another common misconception that concerns donors is where the stem cells come from. When donors hear about stem cells, they think about embryonic stem cells, but these are stem cells from adults, not embryos, he explained. Potential donors can also worried about the donation process, added Drive. Boccia, the transplants from the donor center have been done for more than 20 years, and there's really good follow-up information with donors that show there are no long-term side effects that donors need to be concerned about, he said. You can access stem cells from the bone or you can access them from the blood, but recovery is about the same, about a week on average. While Weaver's initial transplant was a success, recent complications have left his future uncertain as he continues his battle with leukemia. However, that has not changed his commitment to spread the word about stem cell donation.